we got to keep on keeping on.
Mm.
But I just want you to know that when you're in this, coming up out of this pandemic or whatever it is, coming up out of watching our people being murdered at the hands of these evil people,
yeah,
a change is going to come. In fact, a change is already here. As we speak, we're in the process of it. And the fact that you, my brother Caleb, and I are having this conversation, and there's about 162 people and more once you post this, we are in the process of making it better by having these types of conversations. And I'll be with you forever. To the younger generation, I'm with you. I'm proud of you. No matter what happens, considering what has happened to us and what you have inherited, I think you're doing a mighty good job.
We appreciate that, Elder. And my second to last question, it's been a great conversation. Right now, during this time, Black women feel unheard, Black men feel unheard, misunderstood. How do we bridge that gap and stop fighting amongst each other and get back to our ways of old, of loving each other, having that family structure? How do we do it?
Know yourself. Once you know yourself, everything changes. Once you know I'm not talking about know yourself and then you still don't like who you are.
Yeah.
Understand your history. Understand that what has happened to us as a people, there is no human group. Let's just use the word cultural group. There is no cultural group that has gone through what Africans that were brought to America have experienced. The love, the depth of our love, in Kush we call mer, M-E-R, mer. Mer is the type of internal spiritual love that you have for yourself and others that cannot be described. You can't. In fact, we say it sometimes. I love you so much, words could never describe.
That's right.
That love, that unconditional love. We've been hardened, Caleb, some, to protect ourselves. The hardest hurt equals the hardest hard. The hardest hurt equals the hardest heart. Throughout my career, when I came up against young brothers that was calling me every type of Emma, Effa, son of a B, you know, I used to tell them, yo, brother, I sure am happy I'm not the one that got you mad. You know, because like you just came in my classroom talking like that. And I said, what I say? Tell me what I say, man. And I used to talk to them. I said, what did I say? Now, you know what you said. If someone said that to you, you would not feel good. Okay, now you said that to me. What did I do to make you say that? And then they would start to think, no, I'm mad at X or Y or this or that. I'm not mad at Brother Kaba or Brother Booker T. He didn't do nothing to me. I'm just taking it out on him because he's the first person I see. And I never held it against them. They could come in and talk to me like that in the morning, and I'd be talking good talk to them in the afternoon.
Wow.
I never held grudges. I'm like a referee in a basketball game. If you foul, you're going to get penalized.
Good example.
But I ain't going to hate you for it. I'm a referee. I'm supposed to watch you. If you do something wrong, I'm going to correct you. I ain't going to hate you. I'm going to say, you stupid player, why you doing? I'm just going to say, traveling.
Yeah.
Foul. But I'm not going to take it personal. I never took things personal with the children. So that, you know, my thing is, we first have to understand how sacred we are. See, my thing is, and again, I go back to the books that I wrote. The purpose was for you to find the divinity within you. Instead of all the things they told you that you are and who you are. With all of that said, the real question is, like sometimes I've done presentations, right? And I'm on a panel with people that are not really very supportive of me, let's say, right? And they say, who the hell do you think you are? And I say, that's not important. Who I think I am is not important. Who you think I am is important. And that's pretty important to me because obviously you have fear in your heart in my presence. Because you wouldn't have said that. Because I don't care about you. I don't care how you think. Your opinion of me is personal. And I'd appreciate if you keep your personal business to yourself. We have to learn how to love ourselves, brother.
Yes, sir.
We have to learn how to respect ourselves as a man and as a woman. We have to respect ourselves and understand that we are born princes and princesses in waiting to become kings and queens. And that king and queen is not by inheritance. That king or queen is by your actions. It is by you thinking ma'at, speaking ma'at, and doing ma'at. And ma'at is truth and justice, balance and harmony, order and arrangement, and reciprocity, to understand what goes around comes around. You shall reap what you sow. And what's happening in America, they are reaping what they have sown, and they can't help themselves because they are arrogantly ignorant.
That's right.
And they're living in a pastime paradise. And they're attempting to speak to us in 2021 like they spoke to us in 1821. I'm not your Negro.
That's right.
There's a new person on the block here.
Yes, sir.
And you ain't getting past me here. Not on my watch. And not to the children. Because I'm going to tell the children the truth. I've done that all my life. I paid their price for it. But I maintained my manhood. I maintained my self-respect. There were other things that I could have achieved. But if I had to give up my manhood, it wasn't worth it.
That's right.
Like I say, I've always wanted my wife and my children, my family, and my community to be proud of me and to act with what Malcolm called sincerity. Malcolm said that he could disagree with somebody totally, but he would respect them if they were sincere. The word I use is authentic. Black folk know authenticity when they hear it and see it.
That's right.
Don't try to get past me. I'll let you slide. I won't call you on it. But I got my eye on you. You're not authentic. You're not sincere. And in my life, you're only going to get but so far.
That's right.
I may never let you know that because of who you are. But if you ain't authentic, it ain't working. It ain't working. And this is where we've been for years. We all sitting up here and we're watching what's going on. We watched this 100 years ago. We watched this 200 years ago. We watched this 300 years ago. I ain't got nothing else to learn about that. And ain't nothing they can teach me. And now that the other cultural groups are being attacked, we told you this 50 years ago. We told you join us. Join us in our protest with Dr. Martin Luther King. Join us with Malcolm X with his human rights. Join us. Oh, no. I'm a good American.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you are, huh? Okay. Listen, wake up. They come after us at night because they're coming after you during the day. There is going to come a time where they will forbid you to come to this country because of your religion. There's going to come a time when they are going to build a wall to keep you from traveling north. There is a time that they're going to blame you for a virus that came to this country. They say, oh, no, I don't think that's going to happen. We're going to be good Americans. No, no, no. And so now my message to my brothers and sisters of African American descent, here's my perspective. Anybody of any culture, of religion, who is innocent and is attacked or murdered, I'm absolutely against that. No matter who you are, I'm against that. But I'm not joining your organization. Because you young in this game. We black folk been fighting this 402 years. I'm not joining you. You're going to join us. We gave you a chance 50 years ago. You didn't join us then. Now you're in this situation now, of which I feel for you. If anybody understands what's happening to the people that are being attacked because of their religion or their culture, it's black folk.
That's right.
Because we've been at the receiving end of this for 402 years, before y'all were even in this country. But you are my brothers and sisters. But I'm not joining your group. You join mine. I know what I'm doing. You don't. And the reason why I know you don't is because you're experiencing this now. Because if you had listened to us 50 years ago, you wouldn't be going through this right now.
That's right.
Now you come on our protest. When we are marching, you march with us. Okay? When we appear in Congress or when we appear outside of a state office building demanding our rights, you show up. Because if you don't show up, they're only going to get you. Because guess what? They know that if you want to destroy the ability of melanated people to advance in America, no matter where they come from, be you an Afrab, because, you know, to be an Afrab, you got to be African. That's what makes you an Arab.
Right.
Okay? Be you a Muslim, or be you a brother or sister of Spanish-speaking background, or Mayan, because, you know, there are people coming up from Guatemala and El Salvador that don't speak Spanish. They speak a Native American dialect.
Wow.
Not all people in Central South America speak Spanish.
Wow.
In fact, the largest language spoken in South America is Portuguese, not Spanish.
Wow.
And so when you look at the dynamics of this, what I'm saying to all the melanated people, be you from the continent, the Caribbean, Central South America, Asia, you come sit at our feet now. Because we're going to help you get out of the mess that you in. And maybe now, after 60, 50 years, maybe now you understand. Because you see, they call Afrabs, they call them sand ends, if I may use the word end. I don't want to use the term. Sand ends. That's what they call them.
Wow.
They call people who we call Hispanic or Spanish-speaking peoples, they call them Spanish-speaking ends. And they call Asians ends with slanted eyes.
Wow.
You know what Jay-Z said? Rich end, poor end, smart end.
You still won. Yeah.
You're still an end.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't ever forget that from their perspective.
Yeah.
Not reality.
Yeah.
And I've always understood that. And so when I approach the situation, I approach it from a perspective that you may think that of me, but you ain't going to get away with it in this conversation. See, because I'm not about bullshit. Wait now. You don't have to, you know, bleep that word. Because I spell that Bullship. Bullshit as opposed to scholarship. And on this boat, I'm the skipper of scholarship. Own your square.
That's right.
What you can do, own your square. Own everywhere that you walk. Own that spot that your foot touches. And carry it like that. Create that image. When people look at you, the first thing they see is your color. The second thing they see is your gender. The third thing they see is your gait, G-A-I-T, the way you walk, the way you stand. The fourth thing they see is your speech, what you say. and how you say it. And so in realizing this, when you walk the street, understand how people are looking at you. Is he black, male, female, stand up straight, pants hanging off his butt? But like I told you before, I think I told you this before, that young people are walking around with their butt hanging out or their pants because they're telling the elders, you've been walking around here with your ass showing for so long, I decided to show mine. Because whatever the problems are today, I take full responsibility for them. This society that exists is because of the elders. Don't be asking me about what's wrong with the young people. That's why I carry around a mirror with me. I really do carry around a mirror.
Wow.
And when people say that to me, I always take the mirror out. It's a small mirror, round mirror. I just pull out. You want to know what's wrong with the children? Look here. This is what's wrong. You. The fact that you said that means there's something wrong with you.